All right, guys, so today we're going to make a video on how to teach your dog his name, all right? Now, this is Gucci. The owner imported Gucci from Europe, and he paid for a fully trained dog. And unfortunately, what he got was a dog that, in his own words, doesn't even know his name. So Gucci's been in training with us for a couple of days now. I'm going to go over our process for teaching a dog or puppy his name, right? As you can see, Gucci has already learned that it's fun to work with us. I wouldn't say that he knows his name yet. So what is a name, right? It is a form of address. Now, here's the thing you have to understand about dogs. They are non-verbal communicators, okay? They don't name each other, right? So for us to make the sound Gucci mean something to him, we have to pair that sound with nonverbal communication via the leash, and then with a meaningful outcome, like getting a piece of food. As you can see, he's a happy-go-lucky guy. He wants to do stuff. For me, guys, the dog's name also means come. For me, when I say my dog's name, if he's 100 meters away, I expect him to come to me. It also means if he's in close proximity and I say his name, that he should pay attention to me. Now, you can see he wants the food that I've got. He's very, very excited. So I'm just gonna walk around with him. I'm gonna use the nonverbal communication of the leash and the positive outcome of the treat to start making his name mean what I want it to mean. Right now, you can see he's very he's dancing around. He's a happy-go-lucky guy. Gucci. Good boys. Very good. Gucci. Good boy. Right? And we're just going to kind of go around like this, and I'm going to use the leash, just a little tap tap on the leash. Gucci. Right. Good job. Very good. And I'm going to kind of let him do his own thing. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to call him every 3 seconds. I'm gonna let him do his thing a little bit, get into his own world a little bit, and then I'm gonna say his name and non-verbally communicate with the leash that I want him to come. Gucci. Good boy. Right? And by doing this, his name is going to start to become meaningful to him. He's going to definitely learn that I am talking about him. Gucci. Good boy. Right? So remember, if I just said Gucci, 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 it wouldn't mean anything to him, right? But I'm saying it, and I'm pairing it with nonverbal communication with the leash, right? Gucci. Good boy.
Dragged on walks? Is walking your dog dangerous and uncomfortable? We fix pulling in 10 minutes. Teach your dog how to walk on a loose leash in our no-pull walking course. Course available now at Shield Canine Online.
That nonverbal communication between me and the dog are the most powerful form of communication that we have right now. Dogs are nonverbal. They're not verbal communicators. They are nonverbal communicators. So we must pair the sounds that we're making with our mouths with nonverbal communication and meaningful outcomes if we want those sounds to mean something, whether we're trying to tell the dog something positive or something negative. If there's no nonverbal outcome that's meaningful for the dog after the sound doesn't really mean anything, right? Remember, we as human beings, we talk to each other, but dogs, they're a lot more nonverbal than we are. And a lot of people make the mistake of just talking to the dog a lot and hoping the dog picks up on what they're saying. And in most cases, it just doesn't work, right? Gucci. Good. And again, you don't need a pinch collar. You can do this with a flat collar, with a slip lead, right? It's all nonverbal communication, doesn't particularly matter. We're doing some other training, obviously, with this dog, and we're using the prong collar in that training, so that's why he's wearing it. The other thing, too, you notice, I'm not just luring him. I'm putting the food away, okay? Because if he's just chasing the food, and I happen to say Gucci and feed him, he's not gonna pick up on it the same way. But when I pair it with the nonverbal communication of the leash, that's so much more powerful, right? I'm just gonna wait until he checks out a little bit. Gucci. Good boy. Gucci. Good boy. Gucci. Good boy. Sound, nonverbal communication, Gucci. Outcome. Sound, Gucci. Nonverbal, outcome. Right? Pay attention. And when he's away, come to me. Gucci. Good boy. Right? Sound, nonverbal communication, outcome. And you can apply this to any form of training that you're doing. Right now, I just want him to learn his name in a way that is good for us and that is positive for us. If the dog is close and I say his name, I want him to look at me. If the dog is far and I say his name, I want him to come to me. Gucci. Good boy. Verbal, nonverbal outcome. All right, guys? It's just that simple. You can do it with a puppy. You can do it with an adult dog. You can change a dog's name like this. Let's say his name was Fido, and I wanted to change his name to Gucci. I would just simply do the exact same thing. Now, if he already knew his name, here's a little wrinkle. No recall? Does your dog have selective hearing? Does he chase cars, bikes, or other dogs? Train a bulletproof recall fast and get your dog enjoying off-leash freedom everywhere. For good dog training that actually works, think shieldcanineonline.com. So let's say he actually already had a name, all right? And I wanted to change his name. Let's say his name was Fido, right? And I wanted to change it to Gucci. So what I would do is I would say Gucci, Fido, and then I would reward, right? And what I'm doing is I'm pairing two unrelated stimuli with one another. So he knows, let's assume that he knows his name is Fido. Gucci, Fido, right? After a while, Gucci and Fido become synonymous with one another, and then I can delete the Fido and just say Gucci, right? So that's how you can change a command. That's how you can change a dog's name, right? You just use the, you pair the unknown stimulus with the known stimulus, and then make sure that the outcome is always the same. And then after a while, you can get rid of the previously known stimulus because the now unknown stimulus has become a known stimuli. Look at me all sciencey and talking in big words, but like, fundamentally, he didn't know the word. Now he knows it because you paired it with a word that he already knew. Once the dog is doing really well, Gucci, you can start to fade the nonverbal sometimes, right? Variably fade it. That means sometimes I'll use it, sometimes I won't, right? He's not paying attention. Gucci, he pays attention. Outcome, right? Now, sometimes go back to the nonverbal. Gucci, good boy, right? It's just that simple, guys, okay? And at the end, you'll get to the point where the dog is pretty much on cue, on command all the time, and you'll only occasionally reinforce with nonverbal communication. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.